এই ম্যাচটা অলওয়েজই মজা হয়, দেখি আজকে কেমন হয়। কই গেল কন্ট্রোলার কই?
Heading down to the middle now for the toss.
কিসে? হ্যাঁ,
The captain showing a lot of confidence in their bowling.
so looks like Hobart Hurricanes will have chosen to bowl. Abhishek Dash will face Rohit Sharma.
Well, the bowler's ready to start running in. Let's go.
First ball in this innings. A very good delivery has been put to the boundary by Rohit Sharma. The next ball, Abhishek Dash is looking for a boundary. What sort of a boundary was that? It didn't touch the bat, I think, because Rohit Sharma is still on 4 runs. Very good delivery on the third ball. So far 8 runs. So it's funny, 8 runs on the board, but Abhishek Dash has conceded 4 runs. Rohit Sharma has scored 4 runs.
He's trapped in front
So
there.
where was other 4 runs?
Hold the phone. The captain wants
They have
to review
decided
this
to
decision.
review it.
Will this decision stand or will it get
It's
reversed?
pitching outside of.
That's so close. The decision stands. He remains not out. The umpire's original decision is upheld. The batsman remains not out.
Cape Town Blitz is not happy with the decision to bat first, but I think if they can put a big total, anything above 120, they can defend it because they have very good bowlers. Jasprit Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, Matt Henry. And looks like Abhishek Dash has conceded 14 runs in the very first over. Sunil Narayan to bowl to Kane Williamson. Kane Williamson is a very dangerous batsman and he is very unpredictable as well, because whenever he bats deep and he scores big runs, but his start is usually
They take a single.
risky, dangerous. Kane Williamson just rotated his strike. Looks like Rohit Sharma is comfortable out there. Rohit Sharma has already scored 12 runs of 7 balls. Very good ball by Sunil Narayan. Rohit Sharma just got an edge, but he was safe. Sunil Narayan to bowl to Rohit Sharma. Where will this ball go? Oh, he tries to scoop
Just
it.
a lack of concentration there.
He misses it, but it was a very good idea to scoop it. There was no fielder to the deep third area, and he just lofted it with a straight
Change of
bat.
pace did not bother him
It's
one
a
bit.
6.
That's 6.
So far, Rohit Sharma has been
into the attack from the north.
excellent.
Great fielding. That's a boundary save.
They take the single.
ওটা কমায় দাও, ওটা কমায় দাও, সাউন্ডটা পুরো কমায় দাও। হ্যাঁ,
Lets that go through to the keeper.
So far, the bowling has been poor on Hobart Hurricanes' part. They haven't bowled accurately and strictly to the batsman. They have conceded far too many edges and extras. The fielding has been weak. 2 over and already 31 runs on the board. They have still 4 balls left in this third over. Rohit Sharma has pulled it, and it hasn't been a norm. Mustafiz bowls to Rohit Sharma, and how many times Rohit Sharma has been given alive by fielders. We have seen Taumik Iqbal do it on a consistent basis. It's ridiculous. Mustafizur Rahman is very dangerous to Rohit Sharma. Oh, what a very good ball, and he just survives the ball, but runs are still runs, and those 4 runs has put the total to 35 now. So far, out of 35 runs, Rohit Sharma has scored 26 runs, and Kane Williamson only faced 3 balls. I don't know if this is a good partnership or good batting by Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma looks like a different batsman today. He is just hitting it to the boundary. Let's see if that catch drop will be something that Hobart Hurricane repents. Rohit Sharma on 35 now. Mehdi Miraj. None of the bowlers so far has troubled Rohit Sharma, and he's easily dealing with boundaries. Miraj needs to deliver. We all know what Miraj can do. Kane Williamson coming to face Mehdi Miraj. And so far, no dot balls.
1 run there.
10 runs of 5 deliveries. Last ball to Rohit Sharma, and I think Rohit Sharma will hit it to the boundary. He doesn't. He just checks it. 46 runs on 46 runs on the board with 4 overs. Kane Williamson to face Sam Curran, and it's out. Kane Williamson is out. It was a very good catch by Abhishek Dash. Diving catch to his right. It was a very difficult catch.
What a delivery. Draws the edge. Roy gets off the mark.
Jason Roy comes to the crease, and he immediately puts Rohit Sharma on the strike. Rohit Sharma hits it to the cover. So far, Rohit Sharma is looking very dangerous. They need Rohit Sharma's wicket very quickly. 40 runs off 21 balls. Rohit Sharma, he faces this again ball, next ball, and he puts it to the boundary. Similar kind of shot, similar result.
Good shot.
2 balls left in this over. Already conceded 9 runs for 1 wicket, Sam Curran, and so far no bowler seems to have a way to put on dot balls. Rohit Sharma is really in good form. Jason Roy faces Sam Curran. Not a good ball, and he pulls the shot, and it's a boundary. 5 over 60 runs. Very healthy runs on the board. Sunil Narine is back. Let's see what he can do to Rohit Sharma.
That's racing to the fence.
Or what Rohit Sharma can do to Sunil Narine. 49 runs of 24 balls. Rohit Sharma is looking very dangerous. So far no bowler has been able to take wickets
They were on top of that one early.
regularly, and it has cost them 11 fourths, 1 sixes. Rohit Sharma is on 53. 19 runs conceded already by Sunil Narine with no wicket to show. Very poor bowling by Sunil Narine, and it was that a wicket. It was a wicket drop. Rohit Sharma gets 2 life in this innings, and he is causing them very much. The very next ball he puts it to the boundary. So far no bowler has been able to put over below 10 runs, so they're on a very good stage right now. They can easily go past 120, even 130, if Rohit Sharma can bat deep and someone else can support him. Sam Curran conceded 14 runs in the first over, and Rohit Sharma is gone. Sam Curran has been the only bowler to take wickets in this innings. Rohit Sharma doesn't think he's out. He tries to review it, but umpire has given him out nonetheless. Saim Kadir comes to bat, and we all know what a destructive batsman this man is. I think if they messenger can link to WhatsApp link this साइम भी लगे आपसे पैसे लगे थे लेकिन वहाँ पे अच्छा so far a very good platform set by so far a very good platform set by Rohit Sharma. So now it's up to the Saim Kadir and Jason Roy and the following batsmen to build on that platform. They can easily go past 130, 120 if someone bats aggressively for 3 overs. They should not look to save their wickets. They should look to go over the players and to the boundary every ball. If one of them gets out, Owen Morgan is ready. He is padded up to come to the crease. So far this batsman Saim Kadir has not looked himself. I have never seen Saim Kadir struggle so much. I think the pressure has gotten to him and he is out. He has wasted 6 deliveries. Very poor batting by the captain. Looks like the nerve got to him. He was the highest sixer in this edition, but he couldn't put to bat. Mehdi Miraj knows him very well because Mehdi Miraj played with him in the previous tournament, and looks like Mehdi Miraj got better to him. Nice captaincy by Naeem Azad to put Mehdi Miraj as Saim Kadir came to bat. Owen Morgan on the other hand is easily battling with Mehdi Hassan Miraj, and 3 back-to-back boundaries. I think Saim Kadir won't regret his wicket because Owen Morgan looks to bat aggressively and he's looking very good. A captain should always put his team first. Mustafizur Rahman, Jason Roy. He was robbed of a wicket in his first over. Let's see what he can do. And so far Jason Roy has hit it straight to the boundary. It wasn't a good timing for a 6, but it was good enough to be a boundary. Very good ball in the next delivery, but edged to the boundary. Jason Roy has hit 3 back-to-back boundaries to Mustafizur Rahman, and I think Mustafizur Rahman is struggling to Jason Roy. A dot ball finally from Mustafizur Rahman. A very good ball, but I think Mustafizur Rahman has bowled very good, but it doesn't show that he has bowled good. He has nothing to show for his good bowling. 24 runs conceded, no wickets to show. And Ian Morgan looks to be in good nick. He has hit it to the boundary. Ian Morgan once was a player of Naeem Azad's franchise. Jason Roy is facing the last over, and I think they didn't capitalize enough on the platform set by Rohit Sharma, but they are in the final over and they need boundaries. They need at least 15 runs. They could have easily gone over 120, even 130 runs, but when Rohit Sharma was out, none of them could bat aggressively until Ian Morgan. Jason Roy has faced 11 balls for his 24 runs, and he is now hitting boundaries. He should hit boundaries nonetheless. He should not worry over his wicket. He should just hit it to the boundary, and he is swinging his bat very well. He's just swinging his bat. He's not looking where is the ball, where is the fielder. He is just swinging his bat, and he has hit 3 consecutive boundaries. Oh, what a good ball. I think Cape Town Blitz will be, I don't know if Cape Town Blitz will be happy with this total. They could have easily gone over 120 mark, I think, but it is a very good total nonetheless.
Henry, right arm, is coming into the attack from the north end.
So Matt Henry has come to the fold to bowl his very first over for Cape Town Blitz. Matt Henry has performed phenomenally in this tournament, and he has been a surprise for a whole lot of franchises, and they would be keeping an eye for him. With that said, Evan Lewis tried to flick it on the backside, but has to settle only for 1 run. With that said, Lokesh Rahul is batting his very first ball.
I think if they are to repent for their mistakes on the lower order, they need quick wickets in their first overs, because they could have scored 10 runs more, at least 10 runs more in the final 3 overs, I think. So they need quick wickets to make up for that. Matt Henry has been a very good find by the Saim Kadir's Cape Town Blitz. He has went to a special training camp under this franchise, and he has redeemed himself. I think he will be among the 3 categories, and he will ensure his playing time at least in one of those franchises, one of 6 franchises. Matt Henry, whoa, what a good ball. 10 runs conceded in the first over. Wahidu Hasaranga. This man didn't play 9 matches in the league stages. He was featured in the last matches and he produced a gem of a innings, a best bowling innings of 3 wickets. And Cape Town Blitz took a gamble and played him in the playoffs. It was a gamble.
2 runs added.
It was a gamble on Cape Town Blitz, but this Cape Town Blitz under Saim Kadir's regiment has always looked to take gambles. Whatever the franchise Saim Kadir takes on, they always gamble with their players. They always put on new faces. Mehdi Hassan Miraj, Matt Henry, Saim Kadir, Lungi Ngidi, Jofra Archer, all of them were hotshot underdogs, but they performed tremendously well. Wanidu Hasaranga needs to deliver, needs to show that he is reliable of the faith. He needs to be the big name, next big name coming from this Saim Kadir's franchise. Before this tournament, I asked Saim Kadir who will be the X factor for his team this tournament, and I couldn't answer who will that be, if that will be Matt Henry, but I think it has to be Wanidu Hasaranga. He needs to deliver with wickets. He needs wicket in this tournament, in this match. Very good ball by Matt Henry, but Lukesh Rahul has just hit a very exquisite shot. It was a very difficult gap to find, but
No ball here.
poor bowling by Matt Henry. The very next ball he bowled very poorly, and it's a no ball nonetheless. I have been disappointed by Matt Henry. He is a very good bowler than this.
No shot off it.
And if we see previous matches in the league matches, Matt Henry was this bowler in the league matches as well. He bowled 40 runs. He conceded 40 runs against Hobart Hurricanes in the league matches, and there as well he bowled quite a 3 no balls in fact. And I think he looks a different kind of bowler in front of Hobart Hurricane. He's a very good bowler, but I think Hobart Hurricane somehow gets the better of him. I'm very much shocked to see Matt Henry bowl no ball. He could have conceded runs, but he could have conceded no wickets. But bowling the no ball in a very precious match, I think it's very disappointing. I think Matt Henry is assuring that he is picked up by Naim Azad's franchise next year. And Jasprit Bumrah comes to bat, comes to bowl, and he has taken Lokesh Rahul, a fellow Indian mate. Jasprit Bumrah needs to deliver. Munawera, this batsman also was not featured regularly by Hobart Hurricanes.
Both the franchises of Hobart Hurricane and Cape Town Blitz, I think so they are gambling at this moment, putting Munawera, who hasn't played that many matches, putting Hasaranga, and you have to just say what they want to do. It's like they're confusing the opponents with new batsmen, with new strategies.
But I admire that about them. They never shy away from a challenge. They never shy away from new tactics, and
Oh shit.
A very poor fielding by Cape Town Blades, and it has been going all wrong for them. But what I was saying, they never shy away from a challenge, and that is very good for other franchises. They can find better players from their franchises, from their management.
Plays it nicely along
Take
the
Kushal
ground.
Mendis for example. Take Ngidi. I can name 10 players that have come from Saim Kadir and Naimazad franchises. And another man who was very good at this was Ovi, Zubair Rahman Ovi. We can't forget his players as well. But
They
we
really
should
need to
not.
find a way back from this. He's being punished out there.
102 meter 6 by Erwin Lewis.
It's a humongous 6.
So I was saying we should not.
Well, that's a very helpful catch.
This is the
Yadav is also one of the finds of Zubair.
He's the new batsman.
Zubair Ravi, yes. Kuldeep Yadav is a find of Zubair Ravi, and this kind of things makes things interesting more than the tournaments. And Saim Kadir's management has been one of the most
And they get a
successful
single there.
management. They have played most finals, most knockout rounds, and they were the first team to lift multiple cups. And they always look threatening, no matter whoever they play.
4 runs.
You have to say Hobart Hurricane is the thorn that Cape Town Blitz can never cross. It's the barrier. It seems like Hobart Hurricanes have their number. They are the Frankenstein of Cape Town Blitz. And with that said, Dilshan Munawera has to depart. Kuldeep Yadav has struck 2 wickets in his very first over. Could he be the man? Could he be the catalyst to topple the giant? With that said, Killer Miller has gone for a 6.
Just short of the rope.
And he has just missed for a boundary.
Before this match started, Saim Kadir made a statement that they need to survive David Miller. We need to see that
Great
is
shot.
that the case. 50 runs of 30 balls. Jasprit Bumrah has only 5 balls left. He needs to do something special if this match
One run there.
Jasprit Bumrah. It's 1.2 overs, 13 runs conceded, 73 runs is on the board with a fall of
Picks
3
that
wickets.
one
An
up nicely.
exquisite shot on the offside for a covered drive for 4 runs. With that said, Killer Miller has got himself 9 runs or 3 deliveries. And this one was a pull shot on the leg side. And with that said, he rotated the strike to Naim Azad. I think so. What the most frightening thing for Cape Town Blitz is facing Naim Azad, because he has always been the only player who somehow manages to entertain the fans in both the arenas of both Cape Town Blitz and Hobart Hurricanes, and he seems to create everybody is in awe of him.
I think what has been the difference in both the innings, that when Rohit Sharma left the crease, there was no man to take the responsibility.
Inside the rope.
There was no man to take the responsibility. They were on 77 runs, I think, on the brink of 6 overs.
And this is so
And
high,
from that
it'll bring
to
rain.
put a total of 117 runs below 120 runs is a shame. Naim Azad is batting very well, and it is a wicket.
Nothing hard about that.
Kuldeep Yadav.
Kuldeep Yadav has struck 3 wickets gone. He has been the catalyst. Could he do it? 27 runs needed from 20
I think if
deliveries.
other bowlers supported Kuldeep Yadav in taking wickets, this match would have been different. Kuldeep Yadav to David Miller. Can he take David Miller too? Can he take David Miller? No, he can't, but he can also try Tamim Iqbal. Kuldeep Yadav to Tamim Iqbal. Let's see what he does to Tamim Iqbal. And
Tamim Iqbal is having none of it. It's a 6 on the backside. 84 meters 6. What a huge hit by Tamim Iqbal. And with that 6, Shakib Al Hasan has come. Will he be the man? Will he be the man for Cape Town Blitz?
so far, I have sources that say Saim Kadir's management is not satisfied with Shakib Al Hasan's contribution to this team. They paid very big amount for this player and they're very dissatisfied. And I think what this franchise, what this management failed to do this season is pick good Bengali players. Shakib Al Hasan, Saifuddin, all of them has failed, least to say that. And Cape Town Blitz and this management is not happy with this Bengali players. They depend on foreign players, but they need contribution from Bengali players as well.
With that said, Shakib Al Hasan has taken the important wicket of Tamim Iqbal. He's gone. I think so we can see a the runs are not enough on the board.
I think if
on 13 deliveries,
it comes down all to that when Rohit Sharma left, there was no one to pick the bowlers. There was no one who took the responsibility, and they fall at least 10 if not 20 runs short in this kind of a crease.
Not able to connect there.
Hasaranga bowled a beauty.
I think the match will be over in this over, and David Miller has hit a boundary. 20 runs off 10 balls.
Cape Town Blitz were shy of 20 runs. If they had 20 runs more, if the total was more like 130 or 135, I think so they could very well have defended the total, because you can see a collapse. Kuldeep Yadav bowled beautifully, and Hasaranga has just conceded 6 runs.
It's all over.
It's all over. It's all over. We are seeing the fight of the brothers hit again.
Very well.
Hope you join us again soon.
Yes, আগের বারও ফাইনাল এটাই হয়েছিল, and I think it's Liverpool versus Real Madrid. যাই হোক, ভালো খেলছে।